If you have an 18 to 20-year-old who you feel like is stalling out because they tried college, they tried trade school, they tried a couple different things, and they're just kind of stuck. They're working probably, and you want to get them out of your house, but you want to get them out of your house in a way that they are independent, that they are on their own, that they are standing on their own 2 feet, and they are on a direct path to support themselves. Let me tell you about what just happened as a result of someone in my launch program. I was working with a young adult, he's 19, and he had tried college, hated it, shocker, found it was a waste of time for him, and then he didn't like it, and he's paying to go, and so he didn't like it and felt like it was a waste of time, so why is he there? And then he wanted to try an electrician program. So he tried an electrician program, but also it just didn't, he thought it was going to be different than the way that it actually was in real life. And it wasn't that he was afraid of the work, he just didn't like it. He just didn't like it. And his mom found the launch program, and he wanted to do it. So they went through the launch program, and literally in 4 weeks, this is what happened. He went from having no idea what to do. He had no clue, just no direction, had thought about a couple things. He and his mom and his dad talked about a few different things, and they just couldn't really figure out what the next move was because they wanted it to be the right one. And they came into the launch program, and the way that I do things is completely opposite. And honestly, this is the way it should be. But what you do instead of focus on personality, add random personality tests, random aptitude tests, oh, you should do this. Instead, I say, what do you want in life? Where do you want to get? Like, where do you want to live? Who do you want around you? What kind of schedule do you want? What kind of income are you looking to make? And then I go out and I find jobs that are specific to those things. And then he, in the program, as we go through it, so it's 4 sessions. So then he narrows it down to the jobs that he likes. So he has control over this whole thing, which really focuses it in. Because I find that a lot of kids, especially boys who are 18 to 20 years old, who are stalled out, it's because they don't have direction. All they need is direction. And once they know what they're doing, they can execute. And I'm about to tell you how this plays into the story. So we go through his vocational creativity list. There's a ton of cool jobs on there, like a bunch of random ones. There's like luxury car sales, there's wind turbine techs, there's urban forestry, there's a ton of stuff on his list. And so he narrowed it down to some options. And it's funny, I always have bets with myself about which jobs will get to the end, but I don't bias at all. I try not to bias at all. And they are completely in control of which jobs make it to the end of this process. And so basically what happens is I do this ton of research, give him this big long list of jobs that are specific to his goals, and then he selects off of that list which ones he likes. Those roll over, and then I say, all right, here's how long it would take you to learn the skills you need to get these jobs, okay? And then from that list, he narrows it again based on how much effort is going to go into learning those skills and how interested he is. And it's safe to do that in this confine because all of those jobs meet his needs, which come from the first session. Anyway, so out of that, he narrowed it 3 options. I do not do job placement, not yet. I do attach example job listings to the final career curriculum that I make for people, the roadmaps. And so his top choice had 2 example job listings on it. He placed his top choice on a call with his parents that we did a review, and we did his review on a Sunday, okay? Monday morning, he applies for the example job listing. Tuesday, he gets invited to a job fair, takes his resume in, interviews. Wednesday, he has a job. Company car, 401k, healthcare, the works. Paid on the job training. Because strategy is what people are missing. And they're missing it with college degrees too. You need proof that you need to buy it before you just go out and randomly do things. Because going without a plan with no goal leads you to a place with no plan and no goal. Like, if you're asking what college degree should my child buy, you should not be buying a college degree at all because you have no idea what the application is. You're going to buy something really expensive and then go look for some application for it. And that is the wrong way to do it. You should only be doing that because of the time, money, expense, and effort if you know that you need to have it to legally do something. But that was my cool story from this week. So basically, to summarize, so you can do this yourself, is sit down with your child, figure out what their actual goals are, schedule, income, location, work environment. That is not industry because they don't know their kids and most likely they've not had a broad experience of different types of work. So what you're looking for is work environment as in like standing, sitting, inside, outside, because some people just don't want to work outside or they have other limitations. And when I say limitations, I do not mean they have ADHD. That's not what I'm talking about. Don't limit kids on their career choices based on that. I'm talking about I am in a wheelchair and I literally can't work tree trimming because I can't get up a tree. That's what I'm talking about. Or like I faint when it gets too hot. That's a limitation that you have, like a physical limitation that you have. But anyway, I think that is one. I'm seeing drastic, incredible, outsized results from this method and going about things in this way, as opposed to the way that we do career coaching for, teenagers and young adults now. And so if you try this, just figure out what they want, and then figure out jobs that will give them the schedule, the time, the location, or the income that they want to achieve those things, and then go figure out what the requirements are for those jobs. And also, if you see that those jobs require degrees, but they don't require degrees legally to do the job, they don't require degrees, they require skills. So go out, look at the job listings, and see what skills they're looking for, and then find resources on the internet, and they may be physical, in-person resources. Find those things, learn those things, apply for those jobs, and then, and only then, if someone says it's legally required for you to have a degree, which you can check, this is not going to happen to you, then you go say, all right, you need a professional whatever license to do this, and in order to get that license, there's very few of these jobs. You need a college degree to do that, so we're going to go buy you a 40-year degree so you can get this license to do whatever that is. That's how you do it.